Backup smartphone photos using Dropbox. Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. If you're not subscribed to my weekly Confident Computing newsletter, visit askleo.com/newsletter for weekly tips, tricks, and answers like this one. So someone recently pointed out to me that the thing that was taking up the most space on their phone were photos. We were talking about phone memory and how it's being used, and it's probably not uncommon for a lot of people, especially with today's modern smartphones, to have lots and lots and lots of pictures. So here's my question for you. If that's you, if you have a smartphone and you're taking pictures, doesn't have to be many, but especially if you're taking a lot, what would happen if you lost the phone? Would you lose your photos? If the answer is yes, you need to take steps. And the step I'm going to go over today is to use Dropbox to automatically back up your photos for you almost immediately after you take them. Now, naturally, step one, of course, install the Dropbox app on your phone. This will, of course, require you have a Dropbox account. If you don't have one, I suggest you go to dropbox.com and sign up. Get a free account. That's enough for what we're going to do today. Honestly, it's easier to sign up online on the web than it is on the device. Then, once you've got your account set up, after you install the app on your device, you can sign in with your Dropbox credentials. Now, when you set up the Dropbox app on your phone, it might actually proactively ask you if you want to set up this auto upload or pictures backup feature for you. If it doesn't, go to the app settings and you'll see that there is a setting there called Camera Uploads. Camera Uploads is exactly why we're here. If you like, especially if you take a lot of videos, turn on Include Videos and then back up my photos. Basically, you're done. Things are going to start getting uploaded automatically when you take them. And in fact, all of the photos currently on your phone are slowly going to be uploaded to Dropbox as well. Now, accessing those uploaded photos, well, let's assume for a moment you don't have Dropbox installed on any of your PCs. That's okay. Go to dropbox.com. In your account, you will find a folder called Camera Uploads. And that's where you'll find the backed up copies of all of the pictures you've taken with your smartphone. It's pretty nifty. And of course, if you install Dropbox on your PC or on your Mac or on your other computers, they'll show up there too, automatically. It's great because you can be somewhere, anywhere, take a picture using your phone, and it'll magically appear not only in Dropbox Online, but then on all of your other PCs as well. As an extreme example, I was recently traveling overseas. I take a picture in the Netherlands. A few seconds later, it shows up here on my machine in Woodinville. It's actually kind of cool. Now, there are some things we should be aware of, some options we want to talk about that will allow you to control some of the aspects of that upload. Now, the backup option you see on the options screen, that can be all my photos or new photos only. Basically, that is a startup option. If you say all photos, which if you can, I recommend, then everything on your phone will get uploaded. If it's new photos only, then they won't. Only photos you take from that point forward will start getting uploaded. Include videos. Well, when it's off, only static images, only images or photographs are going to be uploaded. None of the videos. I recommend you do the videos. Videos tend to be larger, and that's the issue here. That's why there's usually an option to not necessarily include them. However, we're taking so many more videos these days, it just makes sense to want to make sure that those get backed up as well. However, the size issue shows up mostly if you're using a cellular data plan for most of your uploads. And that's what the next item is about. Use cellular data to back up. Basically, this allows you to say, you know what, Dropbox? Don't use my data plan. Only upload if I'm connected to Wi-Fi, which honestly, most of us do at home anyway. But even if you don't, if you're out at a coffee shop, or you're out at a hotel or whatever, you can connect to the Wi-Fi there, at which point Dropbox will start uploading things and completely bypass your data plan. Continuous camera uploads. This is something that allows the feature to work even if the Dropbox app might get paused by some battery saving features, or if you haven't used the app in a while. I actually recommend that you turn this on if you can. Now, upload from is an interesting one. Depending on the apps you have installed on your phone that also take photographs, and usually I'm talking about messaging apps or social media apps or any of a number of other things, in addition to your camera, they may be placing some of their photographs in different folders, in different places. This upload from will display a list of folders, and you can say, include my camera photos, but also include the photos that I've taken with Instagram or with WhatsApp or with something else. This is probably a very good one to review. I actually recommend that you turn on everything you find there, again, with the intent that being a little too backed up is probably safer than not being backed up enough. Of course, you can turn the entire upload feature off, but unless you have some other app doing exactly the same thing, which I'll touch on in a minute, this is something you want turned on. Now, here's the thing. Many of us use multiple kinds of apps for cloud storage or for uploading. For example, on my phone, I have Google Drive installed, I have Dropbox installed, I have OneDrive installed, got a couple of other things installed that probably play into this as well. What's interesting is that each of these tools tries to provide a very similar feature. They will each upload photographs as you take them. But you don't want them all doing that. So choose one. We've talked about Dropbox, turn it off in all the others. If, on the other hand, you're using one of the others, then sure, turn it off in Dropbox. But the bottom line here is that make sure that at least one of them has it turned on. That way, as you take your photos, they'll automatically be uploaded and backed up. So no matter what happens to your phone, you'll always have your photos. For updates, for comments, and for links related to this topic, visit askleo.com/17803. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.